Well, it's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hiding out here a little bit in the cellar because the kitchen and the first floor are pretty crazy with the music, the cooking, so I figured I'd hide here and share with you what we're going to be drinking today. So it's going to be a Chateauneuf, another Magnum, as I like for occasions. It's a Vieux Donjon 2003, this one. We've had a 2007 together a few months ago, and this just is turning out to be this Vieux Donjon, one of my favorite Chateauneufs. It's really the traditional, classical Chateauneuf without being over the top, because sometimes, as we know, that could be really over, just too powerful. So this is more like a 60 to 70% Grenache, then 10% Syrah, 10% Mourvèdre, and the rest a bunch of some of the varieties that are allowed in Chateauneuf. I think there's up to 13 you can use. So it's very traditional that way. It's the Michel family, third generation. As we discussed in the previous video, they have just two wines, the red and the white. They have several different vineyards, and so different terroirs that they mix. They have the sandy, they have the gravelly, they have the hills. And so over time, they've acquired more and more, but then they keep making the same wine, and it's basically all the grapes that they have go into this wine. And so, and it's just, the 2003 was we talked about this before, was really in my memory, the first heat wave I remember in Europe, which is this big, giant heat wave in the south of Europe where a lot of people died and people were talking about it. So 2003 was a tough year. The summer was very hot. But, and the wines, was a little bit all over the map. Some people made some really good wines. Some people made some overcooked wines. We've had the Chateauneuf together, the Croix de Bois from 2003. That was pretty good, but a little bit on the hot side. These are all alcoholic wines, around 14%, and the 2003, I'm sure, increased that. But let's see what we have. When I first opened this, I was surprised that I got the fruit right away. It wasn't like it needed oxygen or it needed more air. So it was really interesting to get that really nice whiff of fruit. Now it's been in the glass for about an hour. You got a little bit more of that anise, from the south of the Rhone. Dark fruit, cassis, dark berries. Just, it smells sweet. It's got that sweetness to it that is, but not overdone. So it's really something that, it's not bad for an 18-year-old wine. You're not yet into the earthy tones, but maybe that's going to develop over dinner, with the turkey. Let's just see what we have. It's got almost that fruit liqueur alcohol, which is actually very interesting. It's got the dark fruit. It's got as we said, the anise. It coats the mouth. The finish is great and a little bit subdued, but it's there. I mean, it's still back in your throat and on your tongue. And that's part of the alcohol that lingers. This is a wine that by some accounts is like almost at the end of its life, but I really don't think so. I think, especially in Magnum form, I think this is it's going to be like this for a while. And it's just really has just all that you would like in a nice Chateauneuf. And again, I don't like them too much. I mean, I like the Chateauneufs kind of from the Jeunesse Vieilles Vignes we've discussed before, really fine, really subtle, the Clos du Caillou quartz. And I like these like this that are really a little bit more muscular, but not over the top. And I think this is just a perfect traditional Chateauneuf. Let's take another sip. Delicious. And the color, still pretty red, doesn't have a lot of bricking. So this is something that if you can go out and get one, it's not too late, age-wise. Happy Thanksgiving, and see you soon.